Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cassidy Faye, and today I will be sharing with you how I grew out my natural hair. I think that this is a great routine for anyone looking to grow out their hair because it's so minimal, it's not costly, it's just something that you can easily follow. I want to start off by saying I was not always natural, so I got a relaxer around 12 or 13. I don't know exactly what age I was. My hair started to break off and I wasn't sure why. I really told myself that I guess my hair was just going to be this length. One of the first things that I did was make a decision that I wanted long hair, and I stuck with that. A lot of us want long hair, but we also want to continue to use heat on our hair. We want to continue to dye our hair. We want to continue to relax our hair, knowing that it's damaging, and then we claim that we want long hair. You have to make some sacrifices for long hair. It just takes more work than the easy everyday putting some heat in your hair and going about your day, putting a relaxer in your hair, going about your day. It just takes more work, it takes more effort. I'm probably giving you the easiest routine there is, but it still takes the dedication and the work and the consistency. So I believe 2015 is when I decided to go natural. I didn't even know anything about being natural. I did not big chop. I just transitioned. I still did use heat on my hair, but I straightened it once a week. So in straightening it once a week, I was also washing my hair once a week, and I believe that's how I was able to maintain the health of my hair, because I was washing and conditioning my hair every single week. Once I was completely natural, I started to wear my hair natural every single day. So I would co-wash my hair daily. This is super duper important because this is what keeps your hair moisturized every day, and you're not stripping it of any moisture at all. Your hair is going to consistently be moisturized. I would get in the shower, wet my hair, put some conditioner in it, and finger detangle. I did not use any tools at all. I know it sounds crazy to a lot of people. Finger detangling isn't so popular, but it was so helpful. My hair shedded a lot less. I was able to find the tangles instead of just pulling straight through the tangles with the comb. With your fingers, you can sort of feel where your tangles are and get through them gently. Now I use tools on my hair, and there's a huge difference from when I didn't and I did. So if you haven't reached your hair goal, then you want to do what it takes to reach your hair goal before you get lazy. And I say don't get lazy at all, but I'm just being honest. I got lazy. And I also let my hair air dry. Air drying is really, really good. If you don't have the time, I totally understand. The conditioner that I use to co-wash is Tresemme, and I know that's shocking to a lot of people. I worked at Sally Beauty, and a lot of the women that would come in, they would ask me what I used in my hair, and they would assume that I was going to give them this expensive product to use, and it was so simple that they couldn't believe it, but it's so true. I used a $5 conditioner to grow my hair out. If you finger detangle, you will be able to finger detangle a lot easier. I love it. It adds the perfect amount of moisture to my hair, and it doesn't weigh my hair down at all. And it's just a really good product, and it's a great price. So if you haven't tried it, look into it, especially if you're on a budget and you don't want to be a product junkie, you just want to find something that works. Just give that a try, because you're not going to regret spending $5, but you can regret spending $20 on a product that didn't work. If you can't co-wash every single day, what I did instead, if I missed a day, I would put conditioner, which was the Tresemme, and olive oil or grapeseed oil and water into a spray bottle. I would shake that up and I would spray it in my hair every night. Honestly, just whenever you think about it, you should just spray your hair. It's just cool. I started off using olive oil just because it was in my house and it was just there, you know, and I fell in love with it. Later on, I switched to grapeseed, which is very similar to olive oil if you haven't used it before. If it's lighter than olive oil, it's by a small difference. The way I styled my hair was using 3 products, and that was the Tresemme conditioner, because I didn't rinse it 100% out. I left about, I would say, 10% in my hair, so I didn't leave a lot, but I left just enough to where I could feel the moisture still on my strands. Then I would add the oil, grapeseed or olive, and then I would add Eco Styling Gel. I would let that dry 80 to 90%, and then I would put the oil back on top of it, and my hair was moisturized, my curls were bouncy, everything, and those were only 3 products that I had to use. The next thing that I did was shampoo every 2 weeks. The shampoo that I used was Tresemme. A lot of people say that, you know, not washing your hair can make it grow. Maybe for some people. For me, I found that keeping my scalp clean helped my hair to grow, and I know that that is true because when I was still using heat on my hair in the past, when I was transitioning, I think the only thing that saved me was the fact that I was still washing my hair every single week. I wasn't just adding heat in my hair and like not adding that moisture that was necessary. It was just the perfect time to wash my hair. I just found that, you know, right when my hair was starting to feel like the product was beginning to build up on it, it was gone by the 2 weeks. I was able to keep my hair moisturized and then let my scalp breathe. Keep my hair moisturized, let my scalp breathe, you know? It was just a good routine to stick with. When you're keeping up with this routine, you'll find that you don't have to use hair masks and deep conditioners so often. Because you're adding that moisture into your hair every day, your hair isn't lacking that moisture. Whereas if you don't have a routine that is providing moisture to your hair every single day, then you're gonna need a mask, and that's really why deep conditioners and masks sell, because we go the lazy route and we don't want to add that moisture in every single day. And I totally get it. Like that's kind of, you know, where I was before. But again, when I was co-washing and adding that oil in my hair every day, I didn't need to use a mask every week or every month. I just played it by ear. They still can be necessary and they still can be helpful. So what I would say about that is just doing it whenever you feel like. The deep conditioners that I would use were by Africa's Best, and the other one was called olive oil something. I think it was like cholesterol olive oil. What I did though was add olive oil to those every time I used them. And this is really with like any deep conditioner I would use if I were to try something new, which I didn't often, and you will feel the difference. Another thing that I did was wear my hair in loose styles. So what I mean by that is loose ponytails, loose buns. Not putting so much stress on your hair and pulling it so tight is really, really important, because the way that you're styling your hair can cause breakage if you are too rough on your hair and if you're styling it and pulling it back too tight. Those natural and effortless updos that I like to do, I did that in my curly texture. I didn't, you know, tie my hair back tight. If I did, it was rare. And I know that that was helpful, because there's a big difference in when you are slicking your hair back and trying your hardest to get rid of every single curl and just make this part extremely flat, and you take off that hair tie at the end of the day and you have all this hair around the hair tie. There's such a big difference in that style and just taking that ponytail holder around at most twice and just wearing it in a puff in the back of your head or at the top. So I always wore my hair in easy, simple updos if I pulled it up. And if I wore it down, I always had oil in my hair, but it was so important when I was wearing my hair down, because if the ends were rubbing up against the cotton on my shirt, that would just help prevent breakage, because the oil just kind of adds some extra protection, whereas if your hair is completely dry, then it's gonna cause breakage. That friction is gonna cause breakage. Hey guys, so I realized that I forgot a couple things, so I wanted to come back and share it with you guys. Sorry about the change of lighting. I just didn't want to blind myself with this ring light for these few seconds that I'm gonna be recording. So another way that I like to style my hair was by protective styling, and I liked to braid my hair. So I would wash, condition my hair, I would get out, part my hair, I would use a deep conditioner and an oil, and I would braid it up. The deep conditioner that I would use is by True. It's called True Rice Water Repairing Deep Treatment Mask, and it's a really nice conditioner. And I'm sure everyone knows rice water is really, really popular in hair growth, so I really like that. It also is really moisturizing and it smells really good. And I would also use olive oil, but really whatever oil I had in my house I was gonna use. So if it was grapeseed, I used grapeseed. And the way that I would keep it moisturized daily was by doing that spray bottle concoction that I told you guys about earlier in the video, except I would add a little bit more to this just because I wasn't gonna be co-washing. So I would add castor oil, I would add wild growth oil, and if you're not familiar with wild growth oil, it is an oil mixed with a bunch of different oils, and it gives you that little tingle in your scalp, which I love. And then I would add my olive oil and my grapeseed oil. Tresemme, put the water in there, shake it up. I would spray that in my hair every single day thoroughly, and that gave me the moisture that I needed to survive throughout the day, throughout the week, everything. There are so many different protective styles out there. Just do your research. The only thing I would say is make sure that it's a style that leaves your scalp exposed so that you can moisturize it frequently. You don't want to do any type of style that is going to leave your scalp covered for months or weeks. You're not going to be able to moisturize it, and that will hinder your growth process. I know there are a couple people on YouTube who do that, but to each their own. I truly feel like your scalp is like a plant and it needs to be exposed and it needs water, and you don't want to leave it covered. And this next tip is for people who enjoy straightening their hair. I want to shout you guys out because that's totally me. I just want to let you guys know that I did wear my hair natural all summer, and then in the winter time I would straighten it, and that just helped me to maintain healthy hair. I wasn't, I gave my hair a break, and it was a good thing because I was able to get the best of both worlds. I love my hair curly and I love my hair straight, so it just worked out. The last thing that I want to say is just stay motivated. Keep watching YouTube videos. Anything that's going to keep you motivated to grow your hair out, you want to do that. I went on no heat challenges, and if you straighten your hair a lot, this is going to be really, really good for you because it kind of motivates you when you go on a challenge and you're like, okay, I'm not going to straighten my hair for a month. And then you go 2 months, and then you go 3 months, and you just see how long you can go without using heat. And it helps you to get used to styling your hair natural, especially when you're a new natural and you're not used to the new texture of your hair. It really is helpful in you figuring out what works for your hair, how to style it, and things like that. So yeah, I hope this video motivated you to do what it takes to grow your hair out. Most of you guys probably have olive oil in your kitchen right now. Use it. Use grapeseed oil. They're both equally amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If I left anything out, I will put that in the description box, so make sure you check that. And subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.